And here we go. I've been offline for more than a few months. Uh, I've been, uh, what have I been doing? I've been, how to say, couch surfing. I had to change jobs. I live in Banff, and to live in Banff, it's a national park. You have to prove uh, that you do minimum 30 hours. So to live here in the mountains, uh, I gotta work. I need another like an official job. I can't. You can't just open up a business here and say, "Ah, I live here. I work," unless it's something part of Banff. Like a store in Banff or something. But other than that, you gotta prove that you work here to live here. Even to buy a house here, you can't buy a house here if you don't have a job here, and your job has to be kind of looked at. See, is it a temporary job you have here, and you want to buy a house? You're gonna have a hard time. So I'm testing myself out. I haven't been online for some ages. Um, the few last things I did was uh, I played with Diffusion a bit, and but the big project that I was working on was React App and AI Chart.js boilerplate, and part one, two, and three, and four actually gives you out pretty much a working application, but the charts are just um, how to say. I just got the open, but the way someone who wants to push it, he just has to replicate the pages the way the chart for the open is, and how I set up I kind of put three brains, and it's it's explained in a way that you can kind of let your mind expand on the idea of having three brains with a few tweaks and let them go side by side, and then you can actually detect things while it's um, running through checking the training, because it's trained over trained, right? It's force trained, this project, and it's literally a brain.js um, neural network. Um, it's fun to work with these. You're at the core of things. But while I was working on this, boom, ChatGPT came out. And so I went out and I started working on ChatGPT, and I built an application with ChatGPT backend. And this is what I came up with. Um, I created agents. You see, you can kind of embed things inside the brain. I have not embedded anything in here other than um, kind of what in the prompt you can kind of predetermine things that you want. So it becomes kind of easier to do, or to work on specific things that you want to do. So here, home. I'm just gonna, before I start playing around with it, I got the home. I got the Enterprise Deluxe multi-agent generator, and this one's the simplest one in all of these three, all these four. You choose, let's say, product supply chain management. It's you want to build something. You want to build a company. Well, that's you, that's the page you want to come on and start questioning it. Generate. You can. I don't know if I have anything in my. Yeah, I do. Some testings that I did before. Um, yeah, and and I'll keep explaining everything here, but you got show conversation history. So as you question it, whatever, or ask things, there is show conversation. So you always have the user, which is you, and the assistant, and the content, that's the prompt um, that is set in. Okay, and I was doing some testing, so it could be all kind of random stuff. But even though if it's random, there's always an output. Thank you for your inquiry. That's the answer here from the prompt above, and it ChatGPT 3 answers, and there's a follow through. And what I do is I could say I'm not sure what is your la- last recall of our discussion. Let's see if it can generate something here. So I see it's loading because in the background I do reinsert, I paginate the conversation. And at first, I would just let it run the whole conversation back into the prompt, but the more you do to, so you got to paginate it, and then I can't even put everything else. There's a max token you can put into the prompt, right? So my last recollection of our discussion was that you are looking for a supply chain management agent to help market concepts, create innovative digital products, service, mint NFTs, create. Okay, so I can go see in response in development agent. Let's see what. Okay, there's a little ick there. While we're talking, oh yeah, expertise in with NFT. I can help you mint NFT, create specialized. Da, 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 da. So yeah, so it did reflect a bit of our last discussion here in its own way, but it doesn't. I'm only setting in like 200 and 2,000 characters back into the prompt from, like, I limit it. I don't put the whole conversation in, so it'll have only a little bit of memory into the prompt. So yeah, and that was the Enterprise, the Solidity Master. We got light mode, dark mode. Yeah, and this one's I like this one. Um, Smart Contract Master, Blockchain Builder, NFT Wizard, Contract Crafter. When you insert these into the prompt, it it kind of knows, Sage. What is the Sage? You know, what is a contract master? It knows. What is a smart, and it'll how to say, it'll the patterns what resembles itself assembles itself. Let's say, and it's the same thing in pattern. I would say into data. You know, that would make a good brain is when things that resemble itself assemble itself, because only after it's assembled itself you can have recognition. You know, and where does cognitive come into play for AI? I have no idea. because I don't know, mankind has built the perfect glass or the perfect mirror. Just keep rubbing it, and it'll just reflect what we are, you know. And is it can become smarter than us? I think it's more like the game when you were a kid and you looked in the mirror in two angled mirrors and you can see depth, like infinite depth of the mirrors. So, but it's always the same, you know. You know, so intelligence um, can be reflected, but it's like that mirror. It's gotta. I don't know. I don't know. I'm blabbing away here. So yeah, and you got the Solidity Sage, and let's say I choose, let's say NFT Wizard. Well, NFT Wizard, NFT development, market creation, token standard. You know, you choose, right? If I smart contract master, smart contract development, vulnerability detection, contract testing. You can go in depth into the what you wanted it to help you with. So the samurai development, performance tuning, secure contract development. And then this is like what I added here is like format style. So here it's, you know, conversationalist, code explain. But when you use code explain, you would probably like add a code here you want it to explain in the prompt. So if you don't have nothing to put in the prompt, I would just say conversationalist, or if you're ready to literally build a contract, like this type of contract, smart contract development, Samurai, how about NFT Wizard, um, market creation, um, uh, build using ERC 115. Use your imagination. Use imagination for naming the token. All right, let's see what that does. Generate. All right. And soon enough, I'm going to go into the back end too, where everything works here. So C, and I'll do, before I come here, I'm going to show a few other things. So there we got like, boom, function transfer, blah, 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 function improve, transfer. Okay, naming. So there's a function constructor here, okay, that when you initialize this contract, you have to put in the name. Or wait, am I reading it right? Yeah, string name, symbol, blah blah blah. So you can kind of um, choose like the original sender, which would be kind of me. Let's say if I took this, let's say, I don't think, would this work? It looks pretty clean, eh? I'm gonna try it. Copy this and Let's go to remix right away. Boom. See if I can compile this thing. Um, New file, NFT creation as well. Why is it colored like that? Okay. So it's probably going to ask me something up there. Compile. It compiled perfectly. All right. So let's go check it out right away. And you see deploy. I even decide the symbols. So I don't know if I go like 18. Total supply. I'm gonna do a test here because Ethereum is like, let's say I wanted to do 1,000. Okay. So now I gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. Gotta do that. I believe. If I didn't check the code that well, how it's, anyways, name. Uh, I'm good for Firecoin, but let's call it something else. Joe Blow. Yeah, Joe Blow coin. And then GBC. How about that? Joe Blow coin, GBC. And then transact. So we got a transaction. Boom. And so to interact, address. Let's see now. Can I move this? Okay. There we go. So we have it named. So if I go name, Joe Blow coin. Symbol, GBC. Total supply, okay. Total supply. Huh. It gave me like the whole thing. It should give me. I would say it's okay because one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 1,000. And yeah, you can send a proof and blah 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 and give some allowance and yeah. So this contract was boom, nice. So yeah, I'm gonna come here. So this application here, okay, um, how I started it was a quick start here, and I got this little animal thing here working. All right. And the thing is here, folks, it's not like totally free because this portion, okay, you need a secret key. You gotta have an account with OpenAI. You know, I'm on my usage here, and I'm showing you guys. You know, I've been working on it for like over a month, so it's like it's actually pretty cheap, right? But that's it's sending tokens, right? Like today, like May 9th, um, let it update. Okay, see, I did a lot of requests here, and 23, and it shows how many tokens I'm averaging when I'm questioning it. You know, so it's 6:20 p.m. earlier today. Yeah. So just to show, there's like a little fee here, and that I didn't market this project yet. I'm just thinking, like maybe I'll have like three parts free, and then because this is my favorite one here, where I'm coming at is the market analysis, and literally uh, checking some data, and I'm taking some Binance data from behind the scene and putting it into the prompt, and so you can kind of just keep clicking and having answers. Like if you're like a TV host and you need fast information on what the market is doing, well, check this out. Okay, this one here is like you don't have a choice. It's the only one I put up there. Make it simple, but the indicator here, and this is could be I'm gonna have modified. I have more than this year for now. I just put what, for example. So I don't know what the market is doing right now. So let's just see with the small. And you can choose financial report, investment summary, technical analysis. So financial report for a start off, and then just click. Boom. I didn't put nothing in the prompt. Nothing. I'll put something in prompt later. So sometimes it's cool, sometimes simple, sometimes it's like, wow, what an answer. But it's not always perfect, but it's always kind of fun. So, financial report. The SMA indicator is a technical analysis tool which is used to analyze the open, close, high, and low of a financial time series. It is calculated by taking average of certain numbers of data point over and give it a given period of time. The financial report. The open of data 486, because the data coming from Binance is 500 pieces, right? And I actually take the latest of those 500 pieces. I can't give it all of it. So but I give it the latest to like I could test it how far I can go with it, like how much I can give it to it, but there's a limit. The open, okay, indicates a positive trend. The high of data 84086 is to 27702 dot zero 01, which is higher than the previous high, which is that number, indicating a decrease in the price. The low of data 486 is which is lower than the previous low, indicating a decrease in price. The close of data blah 8486, which is lower than the previous close, indicating negative trend. The volume of data 8 okay is lower than previous, indicating a decrease in trading activity. Overall, the data point indicate a decrease in price, which a decrease in trading activity. Okay, so that's the financial report. Let's just take a flash. Okay, and this is my that old project that I only had one chart, and I have this is just the open. I don't have the close, the high, and the low on it. It sucks. and there was something wrong with my one of the brains. So one of my brains here are they're both equal. They're just working the same thing. Like brain three should be its own line. But anyways, that's an older project, and I just wanted to use it to see the data, like what's Bitcoin in like 500 minutes doing, uh, and what my AI is saying about it. And I added this, those 500 pieces, you know, 11:29. That was like a few minutes ago, and it's just fun to have that. But I I guess you can kind of copy this and put it in here if you wanted to, or play around in your prompt. I want to ask questions like, um, for example, I entered a position 13 bars ago with 1 Bitcoin. Now, I know we're going kind of down here, but and it might tell me, well, I should pull out, right? Or I'm losing money. So let's go here. Let's go Ishimo Cloud and forecast prediction. Forecast prediction. See what that can do. Fetch that up. And then anything I put in here is saved in the conversation here. So that's pretty cool. And then I could actually like download the conversation, because if I'm going to build something like this, I might go on decentralized networks. So, and if I go around a database, well, what I can do is like have like a browser database, but then you can kind of download your stuff, and then you can upload your stuff, choose a file, so you can reload your conversations, you know. Because on my local host, everything's on my computer, so my computer records everything, so I don't really need to download or copy anything. But if I was to build it online, well, I gotta need a kind of a database, and the database would be those who want to use it just download their stuff on their computer. Use your databases. Use your computer as database. So here we go. The Ishimoku Cloud indicator suggests that the open versus close is bearish, as the open is low, the high versus the previous data set, previous high, the low versus low. Okay, previous data low is bullish, as the low is higher than the previous low. The direction of the volume strength versus this indicator is bearish, as the volume is decreasing. Given the data, it is likely that the position taken 13 bars ago with 1 Bitcoin will result in a loss. Well, there we go, right? And we're kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's in this area 13 bars ago. Yeah. So the market is kind of going downwards, right? So it kind of knows this, right? Let's try something else. Pivot point. Uh, Investment summary. Yeah, I don't usually use this one. This one, investment summary, and we'll leave that just in there. So we'll see. Boom. So yeah, I talked about the fact that this project, you know, you can set it up, you know, uh, with the OpenAI, and you clone it and start. You can clone it down here with right here. Book. I'm doing it with Node. I'm, so yeah, I did that, and I use a lot of um, Chat GPT. You know, uh, so I started this file. I worked at it a bit. I changed the animal one. I gave it the animal one. Okay, right. Then I asked it to generate me. I modified to fit and generate. Oh, it generated code explanation instead of an animal naming, right? And boom, ChatGPT gave me this, and I started playing around with that. And then I pushed it further. I kept on pushing it, and then where is it here? Yeah, I did that, and we have successfully created a code explanation generator for animal. So when I said that, I remember that that was working. You know, this code here was was working copy paste. You know, and kept on pushing it, and that's how I got uh, to build all kinds of things for me, like the nav bar, the footer, everything, the frame, the grid. Uh, Pretty much every button you see is, even the color was just about chosen by ChatGPT, except this color here. But the button colors are chosen by ChatGPT. And the top color, the navbar color up here, that's ChatGPT's color. It chose it. I didn't change nothing. It just tell me this dark mode. ChatGPT made me the dark mode too. I asked, I need dark mode in my app. Show me how. It showed me how. So ChatGPT is like kind of fun, you know, and you can kind of build and you know, this is just four examples. Like if I go to ChatGPT and I say to ChatGPT, let's do a test here. Uh, New chat, and I'm going to ask them a list of agents, and I got the paying version here. So let's go to ChatGPT 4. Um, Create a list of all possible agent generator that can be used for chat GPT. Let's see, just out of the blue. I cleared, okay. Yeah, the generator here. Supervised learning. Self-play. It's not exactly what I wanted because I do have another list. Mm, Oh, when I built the enterprise, they gave me a list. I have an application that gives me an opportunity to create multiple OpenAI agents. Now, I would like to create an enterprise that ventures in multiple fronts of business, electric bikes and drones. Like any company, I would have multiple departments, and I would like to create an agent for each department. Create a list of agents required for this enterprise to be functional. Boom. So here we have it. We have one, two, three, four, right? And I got up to 12. And that's what I use. Boom, boom, boom. So, um, yeah, I'm over here for the new chat. Um, Agent generator, okay. Um, tra- Transfer learning. See, I was thinking more like I was thinking more like movie plot generator or code builder generator. There we go. It's a pretty smart thing. Even that answer up here is pretty intense, you know. There, block summary generator, recipe generator, news article generator, song lyric, blah 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 blah. I like this, speech generator, all kinds of. And when you make these like generators, like you can have like a tree of other choices, you know, that I was starting to build up when you know market agent. You got this one only has one choice, but let's say Solidity. You got like contract crafter, and then you got different best practice design. You can add more here, right? This here I could still work this format style. I could add a lot more different approach. I'm just trying out things, testing out things. I notice it's not listening to the 0.80 because in the last NFT we did at the beginning, it showed like another 0. Like, I wonder if it got uploaded. There we go. You see 0.06, you know, of the contract. So there's things that I have to check, why it didn't version. I'm asking that, it should kind of stick to that, right? If not, why? But anyways, tiny things like that. And dark mode, can't see, can't see nothing. Uh, So that's what I wanted to share, and where I was at. I was like doing this last big project and analyzing. So uh, let's, just to finish off, let's try one more market analysis, Mac indicator, um, technical analysis. Should I put in anything in here? Uh, in a position at one Bitcoin, 15 bars ago. Oh, and we'll see what that. So you could do this over and over. It cost me like 3 pennies or 2 pennies. That's why I'm like, I can't really mark. I can't just put this online. I'm a one man army here. I need. And I can't just work on donation either. Like, oh, you donate. No, but I think you know, um, I might go like more. You need to have a token, like a lifetime token. I'm thinking, 2 cycles, maybe a cheap price, but you got to do it every 6 months, or you pay a bit more and it's life or something. I don't know. It's it's not there yet. I'm not there yet. So just saying that, you know because there's fees behind here. Uh, it could be for my usage, like the application could be for me to build, push on other things, but I could try to see if I could market this. But anyways, yeah, I'm a hobbyist anyways at heart, so I keep tweaking one way or another or another. So, oh, it's still loading. Any? Oh, okay. I'm going to let's refresh. Mac indicator, technical analysis, in position with one coin. How about if I go 13 bars ago? Dot. 44 minutes. There we go. So 11:50, 11:51. So pretty close. The technical analysis of the Mac indicator for data 8486 to 500 is as follow. Open was closed open and data 8486 was that. And the close of data was indicating a slight increase of this amount. High of its previous high, the high of data 486 was, and the high of data 487 was, indicating a slight increase of very little. Low of its previous low, the low of data 486 was, and the low of data 487, indicating a slight increase. Direction of volume strength, this MAC indicator, the volume of data 486 was, and the volume of data 500 was, indicating a decrease in volume of 22.11%. This indicating that the MAC indicator is in a bearish trend. So, bearish trend, saying that this kind of over here, up here, is in a bearish trend. So, I have to agree. I have to concur, you know. And I've been testing this guy out, and I'm telling you, I got to concur every time. Oh, yeah, I concur. Unless I give it some odd numbers here, but, you know, 486, uh, and it is, 486 is 13 bars, actually, from 500. So, 13 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 26, 69, 67, 669, 60, 69. Should be around here somewhere. Well, 1 penny, 69.60. Yeah, I think it's that one, but doesn't usually miss by a penny neither. See, it's 60. And we're talking about the low. I was looking at the open. 60 at 87. Well, anyways, we can burn my eyes here and waste a lot of time. Um, yeah. So that's it, folks, for now. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share. And I haven't been online for a while, and might as well just throw this one back up on YouTube and ChatGPT. Yay, ChatGPT. So till next time, hopefully sooner than later. Ciao, everyone.